Hello guys and welcome back to my channel now. So I have the Frank Lloyd. I went to the Milwaukee, Wisconsin doors open. He served Milwaukee places in South Milwaukee.
Block, and it
Here's a
is the
little bit of
largest
the video
confluence of
footage
Frank
of
Lloyd
this.
Wright houses in one space. Okay, there are 6 houses on this block here. 4 of them being duplexes, and 2 being single-family houses. Okay, the one you're standing in front of is called the B1, and it is called the B1 for the reason that all these houses that he designed came with code numbers. So B was the style, was the size and the style of this house. 1 meant it was a flat roof. So it's got a flat roof on this house. That one there is called C3. So the design was the C design, and it had a gamble roof on it that went up, okay? Or you could get just a pitched roof like you draw as a child, okay? So you got 3 roof choices. So these were very customizable houses. They were called ready-cut houses. They were built in a factory and shipped to you on a train car, okay? So all the lumber for these houses was pre-cut perfectly to exact specifications, including all the trim on the insides of the houses. So they'd ship it on a train car. You would have to have it picked up. You would have to have the lot picked out already, and you'd have to have the foundation in. So you could have either a slab foundation or a basement. All of these have basements because we're in Milwaukee. We have basements. We need a basement. So Frank Lloyd Wright hated basements with a passion. It was like I told the last group, it was like the number 1 hate was basements. Number 2 was garages because it just stored junk in bulk. And we're all guilty of it. We all know. He wanted you to live with everything that you needed all the time. You didn't put it in storage. You used it. Okay. So these houses were built in 1915 and 16, okay? And they were built in 10 months, the whole block. So if you think about it, 10 months, they built all this because it came, you slapped it together. You built it like an erector set or Legos, okay? It was all numbered and everything, you just put it together. And you should end up with one of these, okay? So Frank Lloyd Wright, to go back a little bit, he allied a man named Arthur Richards. They started the American ready-cut or system-built houses, okay? So this was a group of houses for the middle class. Frank Lloyd Wright's whole focus of his entire life was to try to find housing for the middle class that let them live the way he wanted you to live, and live a good lifestyle, and not live in some Grecian mansion or a Victorian thing with all these little tiny rooms. He wanted you to live more open and free. He was always drawings of details in houses. And Arthur Richards set up the factories in Madison and Milwaukee to make these pieces for these houses. Okay? So Arthur Richards bought these lots here. This is 3 residential lots, so we have 6 houses on it, which you could not do today. So when you go out and look out the back of this house today, the sidewalk is the backyard. So it's that wide. That's it. So this house should be turned this way, should be on the side, but the house wouldn't fit. So they had to turn it this way. So that's how tight they were. But you have to look at this. This is his brochure. This was his parade of homes. Come see us. See the new Frank Lloyd Wright subdivision. This was, Burnham Street was 4 feet lower at that time. And it had
Well, you guys heard ustedes lo escucharon, you guys heard him. So not only like him, Frank Lloyd Wright had an idea for his construction. The Lord also he wants us to build a construction for him in our hearts. Like, you know what I mean? A good construction. Frank Lloyd Wright, he had an idea to be more conservative and more pay attention not only to details but conserve energy in those really bad areas. But yeah, let's control our house and our hearts. Blessings in yours. Remember, be safe.